Hello from the NAB Show Floor 2017. I'm Scott Fybush here at the Wheatstone booth, and we're turning the tables a little bit. I'm a guest sometimes on This Week in Radio Tech. Chris Tobin is one of the hosts, and this time he gets to be one of our guests here.
Yes.
Chris, you have been around the show floor for the last few days looking to see what's new and exciting. What is catching your eye here at NAB this year?
Two things that caught my attention was the MPX over IP. I think the folks at Digigram have introduced a product along with Gates Air, and also the Nautel introduction of the 2RU, I forgot what they're calling it, for HD, importer exporter in one box. And knowing from what I've worked on in HD, that's a very handy form factor.
So you've done a lot of projects in the New York market with implementing HD when you were at CBS Radio.
Yes.
And, what makes this a game changer?
The fact that you have everything in one box gives it much easier to have all the relationships necessary for import-export, the timing, the Ethernet connections, packet control. There's a few things you don't realize until you've put a system together and go, oh, you mean that shift, that jitter, that delay of the audio between primary analog and digital is because of jitter in the packets? Like, yeah. Now you put everything together, you can control it much easier. At least according to the Nautel folks, it's a much better approach.
Let's jump back to MPX. Talk about that a little bit.
I find that to be a game changer in such that if I'm a broadcaster who has difficulty getting to the transmitter side on a regular basis because of its physical location, which we all know can happen, or maybe you don't have the luxury of a full-time technician engineer and your contractor charges dearly because that's the way it works, MPX over IP allows you to put everything in one place, so when your contract engineer or full-time engineer is working in the studios and you have an issue, you could be right there with both your programming folks, your consultant, or whomever, listen to everything and make changes and control it. And plus with IP, you get full tolerance now, so there's more you can do. When you're doing IP and you build out the robust network to your transmitter site, you could also have alternate IP solutions. So maybe not MPX for primary on the day of a fault-tolerant activation, but you're still on the air. Program still continues, sounds the way it should, gives you time, calm, controlled atmosphere time to get back to normal.
It's been a big year, not just here at Wheatstone, but all over the floor for audio processing too. Of course, we've got the new iterations here, the Aurora X4 and the 55E. Have you had a chance to check those out yet?
Yes, I have. And actually, I forget the model with the built-in FM tuner, which I think is really cool because that gives you the ability to time align in a very real, feed-forward approach, which I think is cool. And I've been told you can have the alignment out as far as almost 2 seconds and just sit back and the box will bring things in for you.
It's like magic.
Sort of like magic, but anyone who's done the work that I've done with HD and you know time alignment issues can be really an issue for the blending, to have the box do it for you, knowing off air, it's in the same subsystem, so from a manufacturing standpoint or system design, if all the units are in the box talking to each other, you know you have better control.
You were there right at the beginning in New York when this all started.
Yes, the boxes we used in the beginning were, let's just say, very large laboratory devices, which worked very well, but did require a lot of tweaking and understanding and paying attention to very carefully. But it worked.
How far we've come.
Yes, we've come a long way.
Chris Tobin, thank you so much for being with us here at Wheatstone.
Thank you, Scott. You're welcome.